Hi, friends. Dr. Ruth Anderson and Teri Angel here with Enlightened World Network. We are bringing you a guided meditation every day of the year, and on Sundays, we do a silent meditation. That means we invite you to meditate right along beside us. Teri and I go off screen to meditate, and then we come back on in about 20-25 minutes, and we share with you what Spirit has shared with us. Teri Angel, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you, Ruth. Good morning, everyone.
Okay, friends, let's go ahead and quiet yourself. We'll just go into meditation. Thank you. Hey, Teri, we're back.
We are back. Hello, everyone.
That was an interesting one. We started at an ethereal amusement park, and it was the amusement park of life. And we saw different kinds of rides, like a roller coaster and a tilt-a-whirl, and there was a hall of horrors. And we were there with other beings that had been in the body and had passed over. So this was truly a place for those that were no longer here in the 3D. And we had all kinds of choices, didn't we, Teri?
Oh, so many choices. And yeah, what I was blown away at is that even when we think we don't have a choice, when it looks like, no, that's the only way to go through this, like, no, I don't have to be on that roller coaster. I can go somewhere where it's more calm, right? So we can decide, even when it looks like, nope, that's our only way.
And as Teri and I got to a couple of those rides, we both just went, nope, 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 not doing that, not going to have that experience. Nope. And we
choose to be the observer. That's what I said.
Right. And part of that was, in Teri's words, to stand in your divine authority. What are you going through in life that as a spirit, you could maybe talk to your guides and go, no, I'm not doing that. I am not doing that. And see if you can't work on rewriting that contract. What happens if you have that conversation with your guides?
Yeah, it's so interesting because, you know, I've lived this. And as we were going through that amusement park, I'm going, oh, I decided not to get on that roller coaster. I get sick on roller coasters and I choose to stay healthy right now. So it's so interesting that we do have options. I just loved this whole thing today, you know, and I think, Ruth, you were the one that said averting life's possibilities. And I like that idea too. I'm not going to turn down that street because it's full of potholes. I'm going to go down the one that's nice and paved, and you know, the experience is going to be smooth.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Some of the things that come up that you go, wow. And I'll just no, that's too personal. I don't want to give that example. Teri, what's an example that's not too personal about being able to avert an experience?
Oh, well, if we have, let's say, a pandemic, everybody can relate to the fear of that, right? But I said, no, I don't want to go into fear. I don't want to feel like my life is threatened. And so I'm going to stay in my high vibration and stay healthy. And I think, you know, for people that don't realize that you can't do this, you know, there's no shame, blame, or guilt that you went through an experience, but if you have the knowingness that you say no to an experience, then you do avert that possible experience.
You know, Teri, this was one of those meditations that we know it's not finished. We know we're not done learning this.
Right.
So when we wrap up with you all, we still have questions. We still are waiting for the rest of the learning to come through in that. So maybe this is one of those that we all feel into together.
Yeah, like what do you feel like you faced and you felt like you didn't have any choice but to go down that road? You knew that road was full of potholes. You knew that, there was danger ahead. And then you said, no, I don't really want to do that. So you do have a choice. You do have that contract that you were going to have an experience. And you're like, well, maybe not now. I'm changing my mind. I'm going to do something different this time.
I can give an example.
Yeah.
A couple months ago, I was told the universe will whisper in my ear sometimes before things happen. And it doesn't always work out the way I want it to. But what I had heard a couple months ago was, what would it be like to be alone? And my response, having lived through these universal whisperings before and seen how they play out, my response was, teach me that lesson, but don't make anybody die as a result of it. Like, can everybody just stay on the planet for a while, but teach me the lesson? And that's exactly what's happened. So part of that, Teri, is being aware, open to the messages that you're getting, being aware of what they are, and then talking to your guides and having the conversation. Great, teach me the lesson, but can we do it a different way? Somehow that seems to be working.
I love that. And I love, Ruth, having the conversation, because many times we have thoughts about something, but until we bring it out, whether we converse with ourselves, with God, with another person, then we're not looking at it. It's still just that thought. So have the conversations. I love that. And then you see what your options are.
Yeah. As I said, folks, we're just learning this one. We're just figuring this one out. So if you've had those experiences, share it in the comments. And I know we'll get more on this thought in the future. But for now, thank you so much for being here with us at Enlightened World Network. It is our absolute pleasure and honor to be here with you all doing this work of learning more from Spirit on a daily basis. So take good care. God bless. We'll see you soon. Thank you, Teri.